Hey, if I have any Saints fans watching, fuck y'all. I hate the Saints. Fuck y'all. Welcome everyone out there. It's your boy Jackie, and I'm here with the start of a series where I get to talk about my Atlanta Falcons, as I am a huge diehard Atlanta Falcons fan. So with that being said, in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Atlanta Falcons schedule as it was just released for me as the day I'm recording this video yesterday on January, March, April, May 14th, 2025. I'm filming this video on May 15th, 2025, and here we are. We are talking about my Atlanta Falcons as it is the off season and there's not much to talk about. With that being said though, I have no clue what I'm gonna call this series, but I've always wanted to start a series where I get to talk about my Atlanta Falcons, as I am a huge Atlanta Falcons fan. I'm a diehard Falcons fan. Look at my shirt. I have a Twin Tower shirt. We got Drake London and we got Kyle Pitts. Hopefully Kyle Pitts has a great season this year. We have been expecting a great season since he's been drafted, but we'll see. With that being said though, let me know down below if you have any main ideas for this series, but for right now we're just going to be talking about the Falcons. It might just be called Talking About the Falcons with Jackie, who knows. But if you are a Falcons fan, go ahead, go down, subscribe, hit that like, hit that share button and all that stuff. This isn't going to be a Falcons news update channel or anything. It's just a source where I get to speak about my Falcons, because on my channel you can see those gaming stuff, pack openings. This channel is all over the place. But sports, gaming, football, that's why it's on my What's Wong gaming channel. If this blows up, I might make a new channel, who knows, but we all have to start somewhere, right? With that being said, enough of me rambling, because I talk too damn much sometimes. Welcome Falcons fan, and here is my predictions. With that being said, taking a look at our 2025 schedule, right? I don't care about the preseason, because our first preseason games is, the first game is against the Lions, second one's against the Titans, and lastly is against the Cowboys. Truthfully, don't really care about the preseason. It's gonna be interesting to see how we play in the preseason, because since Penix is gonna play, is Kirk Cousins gonna play in the preseason, right? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be very interested, because our quarterback decision right now is very weird. And I know a lot of people are saying that we should trade away Kirk Cousins, but my personal belief is that I feel like we should keep Kirk Cousins just in case. We're already paying him the money. And right now, he's probably the best backup in the league, right? Don't get me wrong. There's probably other good backups, but Kirk Cousins, you know, he's probably the best backup in the league. Not trying to throw any shade at Michael Penix. I believe in Michael Penix. That's QB1 for sure. But shit happens, right? Football, injuries, shit happens. God forbid Penix gets injured, knock on wood. But yeah, it's always good to have a good backup. But with that being said, preseason aside, I don't care, because typically in the preseason, the Falcons do pretty bad. We always suck in the preseason. So at least from my own knowledge, but yeah. But we start the season off week 1 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at home. First game of the season is a home game against the Bucs. That's an easy W. Easy fucking W. Bro, when the schedule came out and I first looked at it, I'm not gonna lie, I might be delusional. When I looked at this schedule, I feel like we can easily go 17-0. And I'm not even on no bias or no BS. Because honestly, let's just take a look at our division games. We play the Panthers twice a year, we play the Bucs twice a year, and we play the Saints twice a year. Fuck the Saints. But with that being said, the Saints this year, respectfully, like, they lost Derek Carr. The 3 quarterbacks that y'all have right now, Spencer Rattler, the 30-year-old rookie y'all just drafted, and then the other guy, I forgot his name, right? What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing, right? And I might be a casual, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not a GM, I'm not a coach. But the Saints, the only good thing for the Saints that they kind of lucked out on is that they don't have to pay Derek Carr. So they're probably going to be out of cap hell next year. But other than that, fuck the Saints. I see us beating the Saints twice, right? I could potentially see us splitting games with the Panthers and Tampa Bay. But I'm delusional, and I have us winning both games. Right? Like, we beat the Bucs twice this year. I know I shouldn't go based off of the past seasons, right? But this is the first time that our roster feels complete. A lot of you guys might be hating because a lot of you guys aren't really Falcons fans. Like, and I get it. I understand it. Looking on paper, you might not think we got players, but our players play a lot better than you expect. And I'm going to talk about that real quick. Because on offense, people disrespect Darnell Mooney so much that they forget that he was 3 yards away from 1,000 yards. Drake London and Darnell Mooney had to suffer through some mediocre quarterback play with Kirk Cousins, but when they were given a chance to get the ball, they made plays. A play specifically against the Buccaneers, the Kirk Cousins almost touchdown pass to Darnell Mooney. I don't remember if it was a touchdown, but it was right by the end zone where Kirk Cousins threw it into triple coverage, or I think it was triple or double, to Darnell Mooney, and Darnell Mooney went up and got the ball and caught it. That was a great play by Darnell Mooney. People forget about Darnell Mooney, which is crazy. He gets very disrespected as wide receiver number 2. With that being said, though, we still have Kyle Pitts. Every single year we say it's his year. Maybe this year it's his year. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. Not to mention the fact that we added undrafted free agent Nick Nash, right? He's most likely going to make the roster, and I'm excited to see him play in the preseason. But I feel like him at the slot is going to be a pretty nice little receiving trio that we'll have. And not only that, people forget about we added Jamal Agnew. We had Ray McCloud, who it came off a pretty decent season as a receiver. And then we also have Casey Washington, who I believe in. So I feel like receiving-wise, receiving core, I like what I see. We have a great receiving core. Moving to tight ends, we have Kyle Pitts, right? We brought back the GOAT, the Falcons legend, Felipe Franks. So we have our blocking tight end, our hustle tight end, and then our supposed God tight end receiver, and Kyle Pitts. So I'm expecting a big season from Kyle Pitts. Not only that, yes, we lose Drew Dalman to the Bears, but our O-line didn't change outside of him. And he was injured part of last season, and Ryan Nuzell, sorry if I mispronounced names, stepped in and did a pretty good job at center. So our starting lineup projectedly going into the regular season will be Jake Matthews at left tackle, Matthew Big Burr at left guard. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, so I call him Big Burr. And then we got Ryan Nuzell. And then we have the All-Pro, Chris Lindstorm. And then we have Caleb McGarry at the right tackle position. Caleb McGarry is going to have to step up big time too, because he is the blindside tackle now. So that's something that I feel like we need to keep an eye out on. But other than that, we hold out pretty well. Our offense, I feel like, is complete. And our backfield, we have a two-headed monster with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. We have 2 great running backs. Like, come on now. And people forget, Michael Penix can run if necessary too. But, you know, hopefully nothing happens, but knock on wood. But yeah, our offense, in my opinion, is complete. It's just up to Zach Robinson to move us down the field and move the ball, right? I think it's going to be a make or break year for Zach Robinson. Moving to the defensive side of the ball, this is where things get very, very fun. Because if y'all know, we just drafted 2 edge rushers, or like, I don't know what you consider Jalen Walker, but James Pierce Jr., JPJ, I'm excited about JPJ. When we drafted Jalen Walker, I was first a little bit upset because I wanted Mike Green from Marshall, right? But he ended up falling to Baltimore, cool. But the reason why I was very scared of Jalen Walker was because people that I was watching were very low on him. But Georgia fans were saying that we got a dog. I think at the end of the day, it just depends on how he comes in and is utilized and if he's coachable, and yeah. But JPJ though, I'm excited about him because last year, this time, he was projected to go around the top 5 of this coming draft. Due to some character concerns, which hopefully we get that under control, this man can be a beast on the field. This guy can be a beast on the field. Don't be surprised if we finally have 2 double-digit sack guys on our team, right? Because hear me out. I feel like James Pierce Jr. is going to have double digits and win Rookie Defensive Player of the Year. And I think Arnold Epikady is finally going to step up and get double-digit sacks this year. Because now we have a rotation of Arnold Epikady, JPJ, Braylon Trice is coming back. Don't forget about D'Angelo Malone. He is one of the most underutilized, underrated player on this team, in my opinion. And then we brought in Leonard Floyd. We have a decent rotation of edge rushers. So I'm expecting more sacks this year. I used to play defense back in the day, so I want some sacks. Interior defensive lineman. Yes, it hurts losing Grady Jarrett. Oh my gosh. When that news broke out of us losing Grady Jarrett, that hurt. That hurt so much. Like, honestly, losing Grady Jarrett, in my opinion, low-key hurt me more than losing Julio Jones and Matt Ryan. Crazy to say. Crazy to say, but I'm gonna miss him. I miss Julio and Matt Ryan, don't get me wrong. Two of my best players of all time, but Grady Jarrett, I miss him. But I'm excited for people to step up because we still have David Onyemata. We still have Rook Aurora to step up. Brandon Dorlus, and then also Zach Harrison. We brought in Morgan Fox. In my honest opinion though, in that interior D-line, the starters should definitely be Rook Aurora, Brandon Dorlus, and even Zach Harrison. Those are the kind of three guys I would want in there, and have the edge rushers come out, be JPJ, Arnold Ebiketie, or Leonard Floyd, whichever one works better, right? At linebacker though, yes, we lost Nate Landman. I love Nate Landman, but sucks to suck. But we still have Troy Anderson, JD Bertrand, our best linebacker in Caden Ellis, and then we brought in Divine Diablo. We have speed at this linebacking core, bro. Divine Diablo and Troy Anderson are fast, right? So we got some speed out there. And then Caden Ellis is a dog. And then if he can take JD Bertrand under his wing, bro, our linebacking core could be nice. We just need Troy Anderson to stay healthy. Going into our secondary, this is where things get excited. Bro, when Kobe Bryant went undrafted and we signed him, I was so happy because I was telling you from the 5th round, and I saw Kobe Bryant was still on the board. I wanted the Falcons to draft him. And we signed him for free? Not for free, but we didn't have to use a draft pick. Man, we had such a great draft in my honest opinion. But not only that, we have Kobe Bryant coming in with the chip on his shoulder. We still have AJ Terrell, Jesse Bates, right? Those are the leaders of the secondary. But then people forget that Mike Hughes had a great season. Clark Phillips had a great season. We played the season without DeMarco Hellams, and people forget about him. Our secondary rotation is going to be nasty. We got some dogs on that team, not to mention of the 2 guys we drafted. We brought in Billy Bowman Jr. and Xavier Watts in the draft. We also brought in Jordan Fuller from free agency, and I'm excited to see what we got because we have a pretty good rotation in the secondary now. I feel like we have plenty of depth at all positions on this team right now. It's just a matter of fact who is going to step up, right? I believe in Jeff, I can't pronounce his last name, but I believe in our defensive coordinator, Jeff. I believe in our offensive coordinator, Zach Robinson, and I surely believe in Raheem Morris. It is a make or break season for them. I swear to God. I am very excited for what this team has in store. And I know this was supposed to be a schedule prediction video, but I hate to say this. Our ceiling is legitimately 17-0, right? Because looking at the rosters, I don't like the Commanders. People are saying the Commanders are going to easily beat us, but I don't see it. I just see it as a good matchup and then go 50-50 more towards us. Because I feel like our roster is better than the Commanders roster. Yes, I'm a casual when it comes to every other team, but I know my Falcons. Like, we can play the Bills. Oh, we might lose to the Bills. But that might be the Super Bowl matchup, though. That might be the Super Bowl matchup, and we beat the Bills. I'm telling you, like, looking at our schedule, like, honestly, Minnesota, playing them week 2, I'm not too worried about playing Minnesota week 2. If we're playing them later on in the season, that's when I'll be worried because the thing is they're still playing with a young quarterback. So are we, but there's no film with J.J. McCarthy. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens with J.J. McCarthy. And if we can get some pressure, we might be good. We might not. I don't know. Like, I feel like people might say we might lose to the Vikings. They might say we're going to lose to the Commanders, the Bills, maybe the 49ers. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe the Rams. They might have us losing 5 games, but I feel like those games are all beatable because I'm a ride or die with my team. So here is my honest record position. Like, our ceiling is 17-0. Our prediction probably 11-6, and our floor should be like 9-8. Like, that's what my honest thinking is. So let me repeat myself. Ceiling is 17-0. Probably, the real what's going to happen is 11-6. And then the floor should be 9-8. I see us beating the Bucks. I see us beating the Vikings. I see us beating the Panthers. I see us beating the Commanders. Okay, we might lose to the Bills. I see us beating the 49ers. I see us beating the Dolphins. I see us beating the Patriots, the Colts, the Panthers, the Saints, the Jets, the Seahawks, the Bucks. Bro, I might be delusional, but Falcons to the Super Bowl right here, right now, I'm calling it. With that being said, though, I don't want to ramble too much, but I can sit here and talk about my Falcons all day long. I'm genuinely so excited to see what the future holds for my Atlanta Falcons, and I'm going to go to a lot of games, so stay tuned for those vlogs because I plan on going to some Falcons games. With that being said, comment down your predictions for Michael Penix's stats for the season, as I think he's going to throw for over 4,000 yards, over 30 touchdowns, and under 10 interceptions. With that being said, that's all I have for you guys in today's video. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe, and your boy is out.